Deep in the heart of the jungle, two legends of the primate world reign supreme. One rules the forest floor, a walking wall of muscle and dominance. The other commands the canopy, a master of movement and intelligence. The gorilla, the orangutan, two of humanity's closest relatives, and two very different kinds of power. But what happens when brute strength meets calculated agility? Today, we find out. The face-off. In one corner stands the silverback gorilla. Nearly 500 pounds of raw, controlled fury. A creature built for dominance, with the strength to uproot small trees and crush through bamboo like straw. Every muscle, every motion screams power. And in the other corner, the orangutan. Smaller, quieter, but don't be fooled. Behind those deep, intelligent eyes lies one of the smartest and most adaptable minds in the animal kingdom. It's not built for brute force. It's built for strategy. This is a clash between evolution's two extremes: power versus precision, ground versus sky. Physical stats. A fully grown male gorilla can weigh up to 485 pounds and stand nearly 6 feet tall when upright. Its chest is a battering ram of bone and muscle. Its arms can generate more than 10 times the force of an average human, and its bite, a crushing 1,300 psi, rivals that of a lion. Everything about a gorilla is designed for one purpose: control. Now look up, way up. An adult male orangutan tops out around 220 pounds. At first glance, it's no contest, but evolution gave the orangutan something the gorilla can't match: reach and flexibility. Its arms stretch a full 7 feet from fingertip to fingertip. Every muscle in its body is a coiled spring, tuned for life in the treetops. It's lighter, but its grip, strength, and mobility are on another level entirely. Range and habitat. Gorillas dominate the rainforests of Central Africa. They live in troops, social, organized, and heavily protected by the alpha silverback. Their world is the ground: vines, roots, and dense undergrowth. It's about territory, leadership, and control. The orangutan, by contrast, is a solitary engineer of the sky, found in the rainforests of Borneo and Sumatra. It spends 90% of its life in the trees, moving methodically, almost silently, through the canopy. Where the gorilla rules with presence, the orangutan rules with patience. Their worlds never overlap, but if they did, only one would walk away. Diet and body power. A gorilla's diet is pure mass fuel: leaves, shoots, stems, and fruit. Up to 40 pounds of vegetation a day. That diet builds dense muscle and an enormous digestive system. They're walking tanks powered by plants. The orangutan is a fruit specialist, living off figs, lychees, bark, and insects. It's not about bulk, it's about efficiency. They've evolved to survive on less, moving carefully and conserving energy with every motion. But that doesn't make them weak. Pound for pound, the orangutan's upper body strength is legendary, up to 7 times stronger than a human. Behavior and intelligence. Now we get to what really defines them. The gorilla is a commander. Its troop obeys without hesitation. The silverback leads, defends, and decides when to fight. They communicate through chest beats, grunts, and visual dominance displays. When a gorilla charges, it's not random. It's calculated intimidation. They rarely kill, but when they commit, the damage is instant. The orangutan, meanwhile, is a solitary genius. It doesn't fight often because it doesn't have to. Its mind is a problem-solving machine. It builds nests daily, remembers fruiting seasons, and even crafts tools. In the wild, they've been seen using sticks as spears and leaves as makeshift gloves to handle spiny fruit. They think ahead, something few animals truly do. So while the gorilla dominates through force, The orangutan survives through foresight. One rules with muscle, the other with mind. Strength comparison. Let's break down the numbers. A silverback gorilla's push force, estimated at over 4,000 pounds. A gorilla punch could easily shatter ribs or dislocate joints. Its thick skin and dense muscle make it resistant to injury. The orangutan, though smaller, has a superior reach and flexibility unmatched in the ape world. Its rotating shoulder joints allow full 360-degree arm motion, perfect for swinging, grappling, or evading. It can hang by one arm for minutes without fatigue, and its dexterity allows precise control in tight spaces. In short, the gorilla hits harder. The orangutan moves smarter. Behavior in conflict. Now, how do they actually fight? Gorillas are direct. When challenged, a silverback rises to full height, pounds its chest, and charges. They use slams, grabs, and crushing bites. Most fights are over in seconds because their opponents submit instantly. Orangutans, on the other hand, fight with leverage and reach. Males use their massive arms to control distance, grabbing, pulling, choking, or throwing opponents off balance. They use the environment as a weapon, branches, vines, and elevation. An orangutan will retreat, reposition, then strike again. It's a clash between a ground juggernaut and an arboreal tactician. Evolutionary advantage. Gorillas evolved in a world of predators, leopards, poachers, and rival males. Their answer was unity and power, group defense, size, and courage. Orangutans evolved in isolation. No real predators, but endless complexity. Their answer was intelligence, adaptability, and stealth. One became a commander, the other became a strategist. If they fought on the ground. Imagine a dense forest. The air is heavy. A silverback steps into a clearing, chest pounding like thunder. From the shadows, the orangutan drops down, cautious, sizing up its opponent. The gorilla wastes no time, a charge that sounds like a freight train. The orangutan grabs a fallen branch, swings wide, dodges, but can't hold ground. The silverback connects, a slam that would throw a 200-pound opponent off its feet. The orangutan's best chance is distance, but on the ground, there's nowhere to go. Result: gorilla wins. One hit, one grab, and the orangutan is outmatched. The ground belongs to the silverback. If they fought on the canopy. Now flip the scene. High above the forest floor, branches sway 100 feet up. The orangutan moves effortlessly, testing the gorilla's weight. The silverback climbs, but it's slow, awkward, not built for height. The orangutan vanishes into the foliage, then strikes from above, using momentum, grabbing, swinging, and retreating. It doesn't fight to kill, it fights to exhaustion. Every move the gorilla makes costs energy. Every move the orangutan makes buys time. Result: orangutan wins. Not by brute force, but by control. The jungle is its weapon. If they fought on neutral terrain like the forest's edge. This is where it gets close. Low trees, scattered logs, both have advantages. The orangutan uses height, grabbing branches for leverage, pulling and twisting. The gorilla uses weight, planting itself like a boulder. The first few exchanges are wild, power versus reach. But physics wins. A single full-force hit from a gorilla could end the fight. The orangutan's survival instinct would tell it to retreat long before that. Final result: gorilla, 70% win probability on ground or neutral terrain. Orangutan, 30% advantage in full canopy. The verdict. So, who wins the Great Ape Showdown? In a direct confrontation, the gorilla takes it, overwhelming size, force, and ground control. But if the orangutan can dictate the terrain, its mobility and intelligence could neutralize that power. It's brute dominance versus adaptive intelligence. two survival philosophies separated by millions of years of evolution. In the end, the gorilla would walk away the victor, but the orangutan would make sure it never forgets the lesson. Both are testaments to the brilliance of evolution. Two paths to survival, strength, and mastery of their worlds. One ruled by muscle, one ruled by mind. So, which side are you on? The king of the jungle floor, or the ghost of the canopy? Let us know below. And for more wild, science-backed showdowns, make sure you're subscribed, because this is Beasters Versus.